You know, there's a man they call Trail Boss Richard down in Houston rounds up a group of men to argue about that smoked meat. Riding out to Woodway to behold something grand. Richard sent a word out early Thursday. Said, boys, we heading out real soon. 257-75 Woodway. Do not let the lunch hour pass by noon. Walt called Butching, Butch called Guy. Paul rang Kent beneath the big Texas sky. Grant found Ron and Ron found Femi. 17 men said, let us go see. Clark rang Gary and Gary rang Kyle. Rand said he had already been there twice. Everybody showed up with a great big smile, 'cause the brisket sounds real nice. Out on Woodway Drive in Houston town, the finest men can be found. Oakwood smoking with a cherry jam, better than any honey glazed ham. Brisket house boys pull up a chair, 57-7 Top has a smoke in the air. Foundations men on the trail today, doing it the Texas way. Now Walt says Franklin's is the reigning king. Chuck has been eating barbecue longer than anything. Rand walked in acting like he owns the place, a big old grin plastered on his face. Frank declared last Tuesday was the best. John agreed because Frank passed the test. Guy has a secret spot way off the track, where you eat your ribs out in the back. Ron says humble is the place to go. The table went quiet like a prayer, just waiting for the grease to flow in that humid Houston air. Out on Woodway Drive in Houston town, finest men can be found. Oakwood smoking with the cherry jam, better than any honey glazed ham. Brisket house boys pull up a chair, 57-7 Top has a smoke in the air. Foundations men on the trail today, doing it the Texas way. Thomas brought science and a ruler too. Gary talked about reactions that nobody knew, but said y'all are thinking way too hard, trying to measure flavor by the yard. Femi had brisket on 3 different lanes, eating with his own 2 hands. Then looked around at all his Houston friends, asked Chuck if this meeting ever ends. Kyle skipped his breakfast and he cannot wait. Paul pulled his rankings out just a bit too late. They hollered, Paul, put the phone away. Kent just wanted some peppers for his tray. And for one moment they all finally agreed on exactly what a hungry man might need. Out on Woodway Drive in Houston town, the finest men can be found. Oakwood smoking with the cherry jam, better than any honey glazed ham. Brisket house boys pull up a chair, 57-7 has a smoke in the air. Foundations men on the trail today, doing it the Texas way.